There you have it, a French toast casserole with maple glaze and whipped cream. This is how you start your mornings right. It's easy, but it tastes like you did a lot of work. The maple glaze, the whipped cream, chef's kiss. Today we're making a French toast casserole, one of my favorite lazy breakfast moves. Quick to throw together, but packed with flavor. Plus the maple glaze and the whipped cream. Yeah, we're not playing fair today. Let's get to work. One of the most important parts of French toast is always the bread. Today we're using St. Pierre. This is my favorite brand of brioche bread, but you can use croissants, would be a phenomenal choice, or even white bread, but stay away from white bread. That's so basic. And to prep this, all we have to do, we're gonna take the loaf and we're just gonna cut these into 1-inch cubes, and then we're gonna dry them out. You can use old bread for French toast casserole. That's usually what is always recommended just because it's already stale. Just gonna take our bread and we're gonna slice it into 1-inch size pieces. So go down and make you little cubes. You can go as big or as little as you want, but remember, you want them all to cook at the same rate. Turn them sideways and then just slice them down. Just like so, till you have pieces about this big. And then right next to me, I have a baking sheet where all the pieces are gonna go into, and then we're gonna bake these at 300 for about 8 to 10 minutes until it's dried out. But as soon as I do this, I'll see you next. As soon as you finish cutting them up, they go in the oven again at 300 for 8 to 10 minutes until they get a light toast. That toast is really just gonna help that custard soak into it. In the meantime, let's make our custard. Everything goes in the bowl, it's easy. We're gonna start with eggs, milk, heavy cream of course. Gotta have a little creaminess. Brown sugar, cinnamon, melted butter, a dash of vanilla extract. You can always eyeball that. And then last but not least, a pinch of salt because you want to taste it. Break those egg yolks up and then just mix it to well combined. And as soon as that bread is finished, we'll take care of the last few steps. Our bread is out the oven and lightly toasted. We're just gonna dump it into our baking dish of choice. For me, that is a 9x13. If you don't lose any pieces, you're winning. And they're not super toasted. Like, they're got some crisp to it, but they didn't really change color all that much. Just move those pieces around so you get a flat layer. You don't want any high spots. Take that custard, give it a quick mix, and then we're just going to pour it right over the top. Try not to leave any spots hanging. We want flavor in every single bite. Don't forget those edges. Oh, this is gonna be so amazing, y'all. I'm telling y'all right this. Take that whisk and then just press it down. You wanna try to make sure everything has a little bit of moisture in it because it's really gonna soak into it. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, we're gonna wrap this with plastic wrap and we're gonna give this an hour in our fridge just to chill. I know it's very unpopular. You want your food right now, but you could even do this the night before. But let it get sit in the fridge for an hour. It's gonna let all that custard really soak into that bread, penetrate all that flavor, get deep within. So in an hour, you'll see me. Or in a second, you'll see me. In an hour, I'll see you. After that hour, the custard should have penetrated nicely into the bread. It should be nice and soft. And to take this up a notch, because French toast is always soft, and I like a little bit of texture, a little bit of crunch, we're going over the top with a little bit of turbinado sugar, and this will balance it good. You can do a nice, healthy layer. You won't get that creme brulee effect, but it'll be that nice little crunch. I really don't even know what I'm saying, guys, but trust me on this, it's gonna make a big difference. And you can be generous with it, as much as little as you like, or you can completely skip this step too. You do not have to do it, but I recommend you do it because it's gonna make everything all that much better. So once you're happy with it, we're gonna cover this with foil and we're gonna bake it at 350 degrees for 30 minutes covered, and in the last 20 to 25, we're gonna pull the foil off and continue to let it bake until the top is golden brown and the center is set. The reason I am covering it with foil too, because I don't want that custard to dry out. Not that it will if you do it uncovered, but it'll like steam and it'll just keep all that moisture in. And in that last 25 minutes, it'll really get that color it needs. But throw this in the oven and then we can get started on making our maple glaze that's gonna be killer. Our maple glaze is super easy to make and it's going to upgrade this tremendously. And it's not just any maple glaze, it's a brown butter maple glaze. So that's the first thing we gotta do. Go in there with some butter and we're just gonna brown this up over the next 4 to 5 minutes. If you've had anything brown butter, then you already know how fantastic just adding brown butter can be to a recipe. And so I'm telling you about doing this, it's gonna take this super simple casserole and just take it up all that much, and it is super easy to make. It is a little bit of a waiting game, so we're just gonna keep on moving this around till those milk start to brown and get toasty. You know it's good to go when you have that nutty aroma, that amber color, and right here I'm happy with it. So we're gonna add the following ingredients. Go ahead and turn the heat down to low, and we'll add some maple syrup. Find some good quality maple syrup, please. And it's gonna simmer, so that's okay. A splash of vanilla extract, of course, and then a dash of cinnamon. And we're just gonna mix this together. You wanna bring this up to a simmer and it's gonna start to thicken ever so slightly. After a couple minutes and it's slightly thickened up, you can go ahead, cut the heat. And the last thing we'll do is add just a pinch of salt just to balance it all out. A little sweet and savory, you know what I'm saying? Bring it out a little bit of it. Mix that in, and then now just set this to the side until we need it next. Now we'll get started on the maple whipped cream and we'll call it a day. Making maple whipped cream is super easy. In a bowl, we're going in there with heavy cream, of course. Make your own whipped cream, guys. Stop buying it from the store. Some maple syrup, about that much. Now we need a dash of vanilla extract now. Here's your time to shine. And then of course, a pinch of salt. Now you just wanna whisk this together till you get soft, medium, or stiff piece, however you like it. But as soon as that's done, I'll see you and I'll show you the final result. I just made a mess doing that, but here we have it. Maple whipped cream ready to go. I went for like a medium to like stiffish piece, and that's how easy it is to make maple whipped cream at home. When you go to restaurants and they charge you crazy amount for these flavored whipped creams, that's all they're doing. It's super simple. Let's taste it just to see how we did it. Oh my God, that's amazing. Cool. Now you're just gonna place that in the refrigerator till we need it next. The casserole has 25 minutes left. I'm about to take the foil off, but when that's finished, that's when you'll see me next. Our casserole is out the oven looking absolutely beautiful. I let it cool for about 5 to 10 minutes. But before we do the finishing touches, we're gonna cut this into some thick boys. You got the nice crunch from that sugar on top. Oh my Lord. Then you remember all that glaze we made? This is gonna be spooned right over the top of it beautifully. This is like the finishing touches. It's gonna thicken up. Oh my goodness, I'm telling y'all right now, this right here is game changing. This might be the best French toast casserole on the internet. Like, if it tastes as good as I think it is, I'll stand 10 toes behind that. Okay, you can do as much or as little as you like. It's gonna seep down into the cracks and just make everything beautiful. Make sure you coat it all. Save a little bit because we're gonna plate with it as well. And just like that, here's the finishing touches. Now, we'll get ready to plate up and really take it over the top. Let's get us our slice. You're gonna have to wiggle it out and then just slice it right on your plate, just like so. Oh my Lord, this smells so amazing. Take a little bit more of that glaze and just douse it right over the top of that. Man, man, man. You have something special right here. Take you a dollop of that whipped cream and then just go right over the top with it. Wow. And then right over the top of it with some freshly grated cinnamon. There you have it, a French toast casserole with maple glaze and whipped cream ready to be devoured. I'm so ready to dig into this. Breakfast is always the best meal to start your day. Let's go for this, man. Oh, it's soft, it's fluffy. That whipped cream, that glaze. Make sure you get everything in one bite. Cheers to y'all, don't make the same thing all the time. Challenge yourself in the kitchen, please. Let's go for it. I could cry. Oh my goodness. This is how you start your mornings right. I kid you not, I would feed this to Jesus Christ himself. It is that good. I promise you guys, if you make this at home, you'll be feeling the same way that I'm feeling. This may just be one of the best recipes on the channel. Like, I am kind of shook right now because I didn't even expect it to be that good, but it is that good. It was super simple to assemble too. The custard, quick and easy. Throw it in the oven, 45 minutes later, you have something perfect. That sugar crunch on top, game changing. And I told y'all that maple glaze and the whipped cream was gonna take it over the top. That just 10x'd it, and I'm low-key shook because I really didn't expect it to be that good, but it is amazing. Make this at home, I promise you, you're gonna be super happy. Send this to any and everybody that you know that loves breakfast and tell them to make this because this is the one. Come back next week. Y'all know I got a banger. I'll see y'all then. Peace. Damn, that shit was actually really good. Like, I'm shook. I know my food is good, but I really was not expecting that whatsoever. That was really good.